All right, we are out at my listing in Roebuck, South Carolina. And this honestly is one of my favorite spots to be because, as you can see, I am surrounded by nature and I feel like I am in my element. Today, we're just diving into a lot of what goes into a relationship with a real estate agent. And I've had countless people talking to me about kind of not having a good sense of what a realtor really is and not really valuing their time or their energy that they put forth in kind of negative way. I had been talking to a person that I was just meeting at the time, and she had a very, very bad negative opinion about real estate agents. And it really got me thinking, because I do think a lot of the time real estate professionals, they get this bad rap that they're in it just for the transaction, that they don't really care, or they just really want to make money and they're money hungry. If you're in the market looking for a house or wanting to sell your house and you're trying to figure out what to do, I think you do have to do some research. I think you do have to sort of take the time to find out, how to find somebody that will listen to you, because ultimately the relationship has to be there. You're working together, and that agent needs to be listening to their client. I think if you are trying to find somebody, I would say research and search, or have some sort of referral with somebody else that knows somebody who can help you, because ultimately this relationship is important. And half the time I really do hear that agents don't take the time to listen. And in our field, listening is the biggest thing that has to happen in order to help the client. When we were searching for properties, we were finally ready to, buy properties again, and this was before I was a real estate agent, it was really hard because we were looking for something very specific. Our dream was always to garden and homestead and, create that different life. And people that we had worked with really couldn't understand that, and they didn't take the time to understand that's what we needed, that's what we wanted. If we were going to buy something, that was so important, the land and what we could do with it, beyond anything else, and we couldn't find that one person who would just listen to us. So in that conversation yesterday, I was able to share my story a little bit with now my client. We had a long phone conversation, and I don't mind talking and telling people the journey that we had. It was why I decided that being a real estate agent was a must, because I'm here to listen. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to educate you and do all I can to get what you want. Even this listing that I have here in Roebuck, South Carolina, I took time to meet individually with this client to get to know her and what she was going through and what she ultimately needed, before we just went in and listed a house, And I think that in itself is very valuable. So ultimately, we established that connection before anything, before we set out and just filled out some paperwork that said, I'm your real estate agent. And unfortunately, I think a lot of the time, agents are throwing this paperwork in people's faces and expecting them to sign just because they want to go look at a house. Let's focus on building that strong relationship And here I am, knowledgeable, ready to help you in this market. This upcoming spring is going to be an interesting time, I think, with everything that's going on, and you're going to need somebody who's listening and there for you. So my name is Elizabeth McCarthy, brokered by eXp Realty. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at emccarthy.realtor, and reach out, comment below, and let's connect.